If you're that woman who's struggling with her weight loss efforts, freaking out because the scale keeps going up regardless of what you're doing, then this video is for you. And I know your time is super valuable, so let's just get into it. Hello, I'm Dr. Renee. Welcome to my channel where I share weekly videos dedicated to helping women with natural strategies to reduce inflammation and achieve hormonal balance. And before we get into it, a little disclaimer. The videos on this channel are for informational and educational purposes only. They're not intended to be taken as professional medical advice. While I am a doctor, I am not your doctor. So do me a huge favor. If you have a medical concern or a health need, please consult your own personal doctor or healthcare practitioner. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into it. So, we're not going to be talking about calories in or calories out or counting macros in this video. Let's get some basics down so you understand that you can lose weight without measuring, weighing, or even counting. Chances are you've tried a ton of diets and now you're watching this video. So, obviously, the diets didn't work. So, we need to change things up because what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We're going to stop that insanity right now. First thing I'm going to say is that what you eat matters. A bag of chips is not nearly as nutrient dense as, say, an apple, pear, or banana. The bag of chips will provide about 15 to 20 grams of carbs, but it's high in salt, sugar, and unhealthy fat, all of which are going to hit that bliss point and keep you coming back for more and leave you unsatisfied. For the same amount of carbs, you could eat a medium sized apple, pear, or even banana, which offer both fiber and natural sugars. Those are going to keep you fuller for longer and provide sustained energy without that crash. And of course, fruits are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, obviously making them a healthier choice for satisfying your sweet tooth while supporting your overall health, well being, and of course, weight loss goals. And then let's compare that bag of chips to a sweet potato. While a medium sweet potato can provide upwards of 30 grams of carbs, they're rich in fiber and, again, naturally occurring sugars and have minimal fat. All of this is going to help regulate your blood sugar levels, promote better gut health, and make you feel more full and satisfied than that bag of chips. What all of this means is that eating real food as opposed to fake food will more than likely prevent you from overeating and gaining weight. Next, pairing certain foods can help with long term hormone balance and weight loss efforts. For instance, pairing a carbohydrate with a healthy fat will slow down the absorption of sugar from the carb, preventing those rapid spikes in your blood sugar. Having a healthy fat with a carb will also provide a source of sustained energy, which will prevent you from getting those well known energy crashes that we often get after eating a high carb meal. And the healthy fat is going to help promote the absorption of fat soluble vitamins that can be found in many foods that are complex carbs. For instance, pairing a sweet potato with olive oil will help with the absorption of fat soluble vitamins A, E, and K, which are all found in sweet potatoes. Pairing carbs with a healthy fat will ensure that you don't get the crashes in your blood sugar that you would normally get with eating carbs by themselves. It'll make you feel more full and satisfied, which will in the long term prevent you from overeating, and it will enhance the nutrient absorption. If you're enjoying this content and want to take a more holistic approach to your health, be sure to come find me on social media. And if you want my help in designing a personalized health plan just for you, apply for a call. I'd love to see if working together is a good fit for both of us. And I'll be sure to put the link to schedule a call below. Next, I want you to focus on the order in which you eat certain foods if weight loss is your goal. The order in which you eat your food can indeed impact things like your digestion, your blood sugar levels, how much you eat, and overall health. But it's really important to note that this isn't a one size fits all approach. So I want you to try it out and see how it goes for you. Okay, so what order would I suggest? Well, start with non starchy veggies like your greens or a salad. When you start with these foods that are low in calories and high in fiber, they're going to keep you fuller and satisfied without having you consume a lot of excess calories. Also, eating your veggies first can help ensure that you get your recommended intake of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. After consuming your non starchy veggie, I want you to focus on whatever source of lean protein you have in your meal. Remember, protein is essential for building and repairing tissues, and it also helps promote feelings of fullness and satiety. Some good sources of protein include chicken, fish, eggs, legumes, and lean cuts of meat. Okay, next up, you've had your non starchy veggies and your protein. I want you to focus on whatever healthy fat you have in your meal. These could be an avocado, nuts, seeds, fatty fish, or perhaps it's within your meal, like an olive oil or avocado oil. Remember, including healthy fats in your meal will help slow down the digestive process and it's going to help prevent rapid spikes in your blood sugar levels. Finally, if you choose to include a carbohydrate in your meal, I want you, number one, to eat them last. And number two, I want you to try to opt for complex carbs like whole grains, legumes, or starchy veggies. These carbs are digested more slowly than simple carbs, providing a steady source of energy and helping you to feel full for a longer period of time. I want you to aim to include carbs that are high in fiber and nutrients. If you're still with me and you're enjoying this video, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel because I really do try my best to create free weekly content just like this video. And by subscribing, you're helping me do so. Okay, next, what makes this sustainable is that I want you to learn how to enjoy eating healthy while indulging in, say, dessert or an occasional glass of wine. When it comes to weight loss and overall health, these can be incorporated, but moderation is key and is what's going to keep this sustainable. So, some guidelines for incorporating things like desserts and alcohol into your meals. First and foremost, I'm not about cutting down on eating healthy foods so you have room for drinks and desserts. I would recommend that you load up on your non starchy veggies and your proteins, and what room you have left can be filled with healthy fats, complex carbs, and then wine and dessert. I want you to be mindful of how much you're having when it comes to alcohol and desserts. I want you to make it part of your meal, which in turn will help slow down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. I want you to slow down and savor each sip or bite, paying attention to the flavors and the textures and the sensations. This will help you feel more satisfied and prevent you from overeating or overdrinking. While it's okay to include dessert and alcohol in your meals, it's important to do so in moderation. I want you to consider enjoying them as an occasional part of your balanced diet rather than making them a daily habit. While I'm not big into weighing your food or measuring or counting macros or calories, I do believe in being mindful when it comes to portions. You can't expect to lose weight if you're downing an entire bag of nuts or a jar of almond butter. While I like these healthy fats as condiments, I do think many women get in trouble with these kind of foods because they are promoted as healthy. I want you to be mindful of the fact that we need to place healthy fats in our diet as part of a balanced diet and be sure that we're not mindlessly chomping on a bag of nuts or spoonfuls of almond butter when we're feeling hungry. Lastly, the thing I really want to end with is what dieting has taken from us, and that's listening to the feedback that we're getting from our bodies. When we're so focused on not eating certain foods or certain food groups or eating according to a clock or a macronutrient allotment, we're completely taken out of our body. We don't notice what makes us feel satisfied, what gives us more energy. And we also don't notice which foods makes us feel more bloated or tired. Every person is different. And when you tap into the effects different foods are having on you as an individual, you can better tailor an eating plan that best serves your needs, one that makes you feel energized and good and satisfied, and which will ultimately have you shed those unwanted pounds. Remember, you don't need to diet to lose weight. You just have to eat smarter. And if you enjoyed this video and feel like cravings play a big part in your weight loss efforts, why don't you check out my last video where I talked about 4 game-changing supplements that can help crush your cravings. With that, we'll see you right back here next week. Ciao.